Every single time.
Bro, please
you
can
clean
I
up
get
this
the fork?
kitchen.
Please can I get the fork?
Every single time.
Please can I get the
you
fork?
clean up. What are you going to do?
Please can I get the
What
fork?
are you going to do?
Can I get the fork?
What will you do to do? Oh yeah, I'm here. I'll get this fork correct. Because you don't want to do this. You don't want to fucking wash plates. And if you don't want to do it, then leave.
Nothing a person no go see for this house. Nothing at all a person no go see for this house. Strategy, past strategy at this point. Everybody just put their final strings. Like, okay, let's just see how this is going to go this week. Because you guys remember on Sunday, Ibuka told them that things can change. This is the final week, but things can change. So it's just like, okay, let's see how this week is going to go. What's gonna happen? What am I going to put in play? Because there was no reason whatsoever why this fight needs to escalate this much. Like you just started from, oh, you enjoy washing plates, why you not washing? I'm sorry, you enjoy washing plates, you shouldn't be complaining, da 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 da. And before you know it, the whole thing was like all over the place. I was like, okay, what's happening here? For me, I'm just looking at it. I'm personally just looking at it from the point of like strategy and trying to like, do one or two things. The person that they're fighting for, look at him. He just wanted to make his food and just go eat with Isabella. He was focusing on something different. He didn't even like take the whole thing the way they were taking it. So Face was literally like, would I say fighting on behalf of Koyin, right? Because of a plate issue. And then see Koyin here. Baba just want carry food, go upstairs, me and Isabella chop. He had a different thing on his mind. And these people are not even, it's not as if they've been fighting since or they are not friends or anything like Mensan and Faith. It's not as if they have one deep issue. So it was like, bro, how did this thing even get this deep? Right. So let's just talk about what exactly happened this morning. Early morning fights, Independence Day fights. Happy Independence Day, guys. Happy new month, happy independence. Yeah, welcome to my month. And let us just gist. I said I was not going to talk about all the basketballs this week. That this week basketballs no go concern me, but let's just talk about this. So early this morning, not so early actually. I think we're like past 9 or so. There was a situation in the house. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please do also like, share, subscribe. Yeah. So the whole thing just started off with Mensan talking to Koyin. I think the Koyin kept his plates, dumped his plate somewhere, and then Mensan called him out and need to like wash his plates. And the tone he used to tell him was not exactly nice, right? So he said it in a harsh tone, and then Faith called him out on it, and Mensan now apologized to Koyin. Sorry, Mensan apologized to Koyin, and then Faith was now calling Mensan out, telling him that every single time he's always complaining about washing plates, that he doesn't want to wash the plate, his motive for washing the plate is weird, and that he has a reason that he wants to wash the plate. He wasn't really saying the weird inside, but I'm sure what he just meant like his it's just like his own strategy on the show and everything. But it was like the motive is weird, and that if he doesn't want to wash it, that he should not wash it and all of that. That he should keep it. It was just like well, let's say going at Mensa, and Mensa was telling him, Mensa was trying to explain to him that with Koyi, it's not because of a one-time thing that he has told him, like they've had that he has told him on several occasions, or there are times where there are other times where he has helped him pack his place, but this time around it's like a constant thing that he has done. So that's why he called him out on it, and that he has apologized, right? But the whole fight still continued. Let me just play this first.
Leave the plate, Mensa.
Bro,
Leave
it's
it.
okay.
Because you don't want to do
Just
this.
say your
You're
day.
doing this for a different
Just
reason.
say.
Your motive is weird.
No, you have been saying
It
this
is a weird motive.
No,
If you genuinely enjoyed washing plates,
Okay,
you know
okay,
use that
okay,
tone on
wait,
me.
okay. I did not tell him sorry for using that one.
No, forget the story. Your motive is wrong.
So yeah, so at this point, Mental was still, like I said, Mental was trying to explain to him that the coin issue is because they've had like a conversation about it, or the other times where he has washed for him. So this time around it's like, okay, you've kept your plates on the side, and I just need you to like wash your plates. And apparently he had already apologized to Koyin, right? Like I said. And then Faith was now telling him that he keeps saying that washing plates for him is therapeutic. He likes doing it. That if he likes doing it, regardless of the number of plates that are there for him to wash, that he's not going to complain, and that for him to be complaining that he's building resentment, that he should leave the plates, that nobody gives an F about him washing plates. He was just talking, 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 talking. For Mensa was like, oh yeah, now it's okay. You don't do, I don't hear. Leave me now. Let me do my thing. Like it's okay, don't do. And then at some point he left there, and Faith was now saying that keyboard boy that likes to cook, he doesn't complain about cooking. Mensa was now saying that the keyboard boy that he's talking about has complained on several occasions that he'll cook, and then he has been cooking for them, and maybe for some reason they don't appreciate and everything. Keyboard boy has actually complained about their attitude towards his cooking. That's earlier on, until it got to a point where there was no more complaint and everything. So the next thing, Faith now came back and they now continued, and Mensa was like, okay, it's okay, don't do, can you like get the F out of the kitchen? That's when Faith now went to get the chair. He was like, what are you going to do? Sorry, he was like, what are you going to do if I don't leave? And then he now carried the chair on top of the table and sat down, right? And that whole thing just like became a whole big deal. Like I said, how did he take reach here? I don't even know. Like what? Hey, God of Israel. These housemates. Right. So yeah, this was where he was just telling you they don't give an F about him washing plate, da 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 and stuff.
Even if it was 100 people's plate, if you enjoy doing it like you claim,
And if
you will not complain.
fine.
You're complaining.
I've-
This
I've
is
heard you.
resentment.
I've
You
heard
are
you.
building up resentment for
I've heard
something
you.
you don't like.
I've heard you.
Leave the damn plate.
I've heard you
Leave
now.
it.
I've
What
heard
is
you.
what is all this rubbish? Because
I've heard you now.
Nobody
I've
gives a
heard
fuck
you
that you're
now.
washing plates.
I've heard you. I've heard you.
Nonsense. I don't want to have you argue. No, you go fuck yourself.
So hey, Chukwu Okike. So the thing is, for Misha, like um this not even about Mensan's whole situation and all of that. Like I think that even if you enjoy doing something, even for people in their workplace and then in general, like regardless of the fact that you may enjoy doing something and it's something that's regardless of the fact that you enjoy doing something doesn't mean that if it's being taken for granted, or maybe say for example like Mensan's own now, say for example you enjoy washing plate and then people are not even bringing it to the sink, they're just dumping it anywhere, and then you have to go and pick it up to the place that you need to wash it and all of that. It doesn't mean that you're not going to complain. It doesn't mean that you're not going to feel somehow about it sometimes. So regardless of the fact that you enjoy doing it, you can actually feel somehow. Although with Mensan, the complaint has happened on several occasions, right? The complaint has happened like several times. I've heard him complain about like, people keeping their plates up and down. There's a time he got Sultana to like get her plate and everything. He got Sultana to get her plate and stuff, you know. But like the whole thing of, oh, if you enjoy doing it, you're not gonna complain. I don't agree with that. There's sometimes where you just feel like, okay, at least try and help me out here. Like I'm doing it, it's fine, but try and help me out here. Do you understand? Because even with the what do they call it? The wager thing where he taught the script, he felt like they were undermining his capacity and everything. That's faith. And you guys know that he enjoys contributing and like putting when it comes to things that has to do with like putting doing brain work and everything, he enjoys that. But like they pushed him, or the whole argument went up to the point where he now got angry and tore it. So sometimes being undermined, even in that thing that you're doing, can make you feel some type of way. So I don't agree with that motive, right? But then this particular fight, I feel like there's an underlying place that's coming from, because you guys know the conversation that Faith and what's his name? Jason, they were having earlier on, where Jason was where they were analyzing like strategies in the house, where they now spoke about Mensa and Imisi, where they were saying that their own has to do with like Mensan in particular, him always talking about his pity stories and all of that, and just doing things that puts him in that position of like pity and everything. So I feel like maybe because Faith and Mensan, they don't have any issue. They've been cool and everything. So Faith was now saying that he's now seeing a pattern, like based off of the things that they've discussed in the past, he's now seeing a pattern. So maybe like just now looking at all those things, he's not like, this guy, this is your strategy, now strategy way they do for here, oh, do you understand? And then that now made him call that out. He's like, okay, you get ulterior motive. But then on Faith's angle, I still feel like this is on too. na strategy because he mentioned that before he entered into the house, he did the whole chat GPT something and he heard that oh Bass Boss is one of the things that puts people in the spotlight and gets you like going and all of that. So if you're judging by that, we can also say that this whole drama is still part of like a strategy. So everybody, that's why I say everybody strategy, strategy, they clash at this point. So you know, everything is just like mumbo jumbo at that point. But personally, this is Wednesday I've been narrating. I don't know. I'm not sure say anything will really change any outcome at this point. Everybody will just vote waiting their own votes. Everybody, I don't think anybody's going to drop their favorite at this point. I don't think anybody is going to really add. So everybody's just going to vote how they already intended to vote, except the person does something terrible, like very terrible. So, um, here we just had Mensan just telling him that he wasn't talking to him. He was talking to Koyin and was like, "What are you going to do?"
I'm
and all of
serious, I didn't
that.
call your name.
No, I'm actually very
I'm serious, I didn't
I'm
call your name.
curious.
I'm curious.
What,
Because I
what,
did
is,
not call your name.
what is this point in
I
your
didn't
dream?
call your name.
What is this point in
I
your
didn't
dream?
call your name.
So what?
I didn't call your
So I
name.
can't tell you the truth.
All these things on top plates. Anyway, that's it for this early morning bass boost. I mean early morning fights, early morning meal, early morning food. The other housemates they've dressed up for Independence Day. In fact, they already had it all planned out in her mind. Her Independence Day clothes, she already wore it, and then the other housemates are following suits with their Independence Day outfits, which is nice. I hope that everybody's gonna dress up and show out for us. Make just give us aesthetics today. So thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. Bye. Love you, kiddies.